Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as, investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy.
Alright folks, here we are on Thursday, March 21st. We're going to take a look at Nike today. So with earnings coming up, I thought we'd come and take a look and see where Nike might hit some support or resistance, whether it booms or busts, or some levels that it might even kind of pin itself to if it does go relatively flat. Now I've tried to put on the chart here for us from about 84 up to about 126, covering a lot of ground just in case there's a huge reaction. As you can see here from previous earnings, certainly isn't immune to some really big reactions. Down 11% on this one and up over 6% on this one. So we'll see what this time around brings, but to the extent to which they play any role in the near term or down the line, there's this gap it would get into near this like 92.84 level, not exactly, but near. And then there's this gap up here that would get into around this 109.72 level, a bit above that. So we'll see if those come into play, but I just wanted to point those out. But they stand out so easily on the chart. This run just kind of hovers here in midair because it's broken on each end by big gaps. So I pointed it out, but it's pretty obvious to see. So if it does move relatively sideways, this 101.65 seems like a solid resistance level, nearest in level to my mind. There's also probably another level here right around, say, 99.46, just under 100. So, this whole sort of psychological $100-ish level or $100-ish range, may be sort of like, like I said, if it's relatively sideways, slightly up, slightly down, might kind of just hover in that area. If it does get some legs and breaks through 103.39, 109.72, 115.02, and 126.65. Now, obviously, some of these levels have big price gaps in between them, and that's just because I didn't want to clutter up the chart too much. I went with what I felt were the strongest levels from historical price action, but that said, there is inevitably some more granular levels in between these. For example, there's probably one here around like 121.29 or so. And we talked about, the one down here as well. So just keep that in mind as, these are sort of like pins on the map, but there are going to be some side roads that either already exist or will develop. Now, if it does have a negative reaction, a bearish reaction to earnings, 95.99, 92.84, and 90.07 and 84.39 all look like good potential support levels to my eye. Now, on the think or swim side of things, we had like a one candle trigger here, and then a fire that didn't do much of anything, which isn't shocking because it was a one candle trigger. But it's been really, I don't know if it's because it's leading into earnings or what, but it's been moving relatively sideways for this whole period. I know it's got a little dip here and then a little curl back, but you can even see on the histogram, like there haven't been buyers or sellers haven't wanting to step in with any big momentum in either direction, and that's sort of borne out by this very near the baseline bullish area on the histogram and then bearish area on the histogram. So situated basically near the baseline, and I feel like on this view it very much looks like it could certainly go either direction. Now, to the extent to which it does stay within the confines of the channel, those levels may come and play a role. As you see right now, it's pinned to the mid-range of the channel, so that's the potential for sideways action there. Slight move up, 103.03, slight move down, 99.03, and then the lower bound of the channel, 97.03, upper bound of the channel, 105.03. So we'll see if those come into play or not, and what it's able to do to sort of start to stretch, the areas of the channel and maybe also get something more sort of brazen or interesting going on either end of the spectrum of this histogram. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week has been going well, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.